Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jerry. Thank you for tuning in again to hear how my past 7 days of me changing up my diet a wee little bit in the middle of the forest as I'm sitting in Command Central in the middle of our living area. I wanted to go back to what worked for me. And what works for me personally is a day of not eating. A day of not eating for me seems to reset my eating. It seems to challenge me. I don't think I suffer during my one day of not eating. Some people just can't do it. And I look at it this way. I have been in enough hospital situations whereby I had to not eat for a day for surgeries or medical procedures. So I know that I can do it. And for those of you, let me grab a drink quick. Thank you. For those of you that have known me for all these years, you know that I do the 40-day Jesus fast. And I do it 40 days before January 11th because on January 11th is when I break my fast. That's the day, my mother's birthday. That's the day. And I know enough that when you fast, you kind of stagnate any type of cancer growths or inhibit, shall I say, maybe not stagnate, inhibit. So I said, I can do this. I can do this for 40 days. Jesus did it, and he didn't die. Well, he died for our sins, but he didn't die from starvation for 40 days. But this past 40 days, or what I would have done, I poo-pooed out because I was feeling sickly. I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling unwell. It was to the point of extreme exhaustion. So I knew that I had to shut it down, stop the diet, stop the fast, and eat something and stop it. Now, I've been doing it for many, many years. I'd venture to say 18 years since I've been doing this 40-day fast. So for me, when I wanted to revisit and change up my diet this past week, I said I want to be able to incorporate a fast day, 24-hour period of fast day. So I decided that fast day would be Sunday until Monday. So I would stop eating on Sunday at 3 o'clock. That was my last meal. And I would not have another meal until 3 o'clock that Monday, a full 24 hours. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my eating windows, ideally eating 3 meals, my eating windows would be from 9 in the morning, 12 noon, and 3. And that works well for me because I'm still down after having my back surgery. So there were a couple of days there was one day that I just couldn't eat. The dog and I, not Jack, not my husband, the dog and I both got sick. My sick was upper, where I felt kind of foggy, but then later that night, the bathroom was my friend. Now, the dog, on the other hand, the German Shepherd, Ladybug, as you've seen in many of my videos, Ladybug was throwing up bile. It's nothing that I fed her or I. Jack didn't get it, but we both were sick for a day. So one day I barely ate anything. That was the one day. Insofar as eating, my macros were concerned. Now, if you saw my Instagram account, I did a quick reel on it, on what I ate. and all the macros that flashed on the reel. So what I intended to do was to up my fat. And I wanted to, ideally, after having surgery, to do 200 grams of protein. I wanted to stick with that, whatever protein source that I could get it from. Yes, sometimes it meant, well, I shouldn't say sometimes, a lot of times, maybe twice, I had one chocolate core keto chow and one strawberry core keto chow because, well, I just didn't feel hungry, and that was a part of the meal. But I wanted something a little cold because it was coming cold, throat-wise, cold feeling, because I was coming off of feeling icky the night before. So I did have a couple of keto chows. But overall, I would eat 9 in the morning, 12 noon, and 3 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, until I'd eat my last meal on Sunday at 3 o'clock. So pretty soon, I don't know what time it is. It's almost 3 o'clock. I have made some meatballs, and I put that in the oven now. So after my video, I'm going to be eating that at 3 o'clock to break my fast, my last 24-hour fast from yesterday at 3 until today at 3. It is freezing outside. It is 65 degrees, and it's raining here in northwestern Wisconsin. I'm just watching the hummingbirds. They're going to town. We put out grape jelly for the Orioles and the hummingbirds. So they get the sugar out on the deck. I don't get it. So how successful was I with this change up of my menu? I had lost 4 pounds, 4 ounces in this last week just by changing it up. And I know I'm from the generation that used to believe fat will make you fat. Doing keto, carnivore, listening to Dr. Fung for many, many years, I knew that was not the case. Fat does not make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. What was key for me, especially being down after surgery, was no snacking. And this last week forced me to eat the 3 meals, in some cases 2 meals, but it forced me to not feel my hunger, know when I'm hungry, discipline myself for the 9, 12, and 3, and not eat in between meals. Oh, were there times at maybe about 1:30, 2 o'clock I felt hungry? No, I had to push through it. I had to drink my just plain Soleil water, which is salt water, ice water, with some electrolytes. A couple of days I used the plain LMNT. As a matter of fact, today I made a recipe. It should glisten in the sunlight. These are the Maria Emmerich LMNT gummies that I made. And let me tell you, the recipe is 5 tablespoons of beef grass-fed gelatin, 2 packets of LMNT, and again, not flavored, 2 packets of any LMNT. You know, if you like it sweet or the stevia flavor, knock your socks off. Enjoy it. That's a 1/4 cup of water, and then I mixed it. I whipped it. And then I added to that 16 ounces, 2 cups of boiling water, whipped it again, put it in the little molds. It filled up 4 of the standard traditional, I guess, gummy molds, that recipe. And I'm going to be eating that as my dessert, but logging it on my chronometer. Now, I enjoy keeping track, especially this last week when I went back to recap my week and see what I ate And even the couple days that I had to look back and say, ooh, I only ate twice, or I ate, the one meal and the one keto chow because it was coming off of feeling poor for the day before. But man, that fat really satiated me, and it did not make me hungry. And the discipline of eating 3 meals, 2 meals, whatever the case may be, looking at the clock and disciplining myself for the 9, 12, and 3. It was hard for a couple of days because I wasn't hungry at 3. So ideally, I may have said that I'm going to have 3 ounces of beef, and I only had 2 ounces, an ounce and a half of beef, half of an ounce of cheese, for example, because I wasn't hungry, but yet I decided to go that route. So it was successful for me in having me lose 4 pounds, 4 ounces. So this week, I'm starting it off today, doing the same thing as I did last week, eating my meatballs for my break fast. And then I'm going to enjoy my Maria Emmerich LMNT gummies at the finale of my meal. So that's it. I'll let you know more next week. Hopefully, we're going to go with the flow. I'm grateful that I broke through the fast, but that scale is a dirty, rotten liar, I'll tell you. And for me, I believe that to be true because when I had my doctor's appointment 2 weeks ago and I put on large pants as opposed to extra large pants, I knew this is working. So that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, day. Enjoy yourself this week. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Comment. Let me know your opinion of how things are going with you on your plan, whatever plan you're doing, what your plans are for the week, what your plans are for June. My plans are to continue on with this feeding schedule, the higher fat version, at least through June. That's my plan. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your week, everybody. Cheers. Jerry, out.